What's up, guys? I thought I'd just quickly share my thoughts on the closed Doom beta that happened over the weekend. It was, like I said, a closed beta. You could have got access to it if you bought Wolfenstein: The New Order. Otherwise, you had to be lucky enough to get a code from somewhere, which we were, and we got access to the closed beta. So, how does it hold up? Well, first off, the beta only had two maps that you could try out. The one map was Heatwave and the other map was Infernal. Both maps were pretty cool. The one's based in Hull, the other based like on Mars or wherever in one of the research facilities. Both maps only let you play 6 on 6. You either play Team Deathmatch or a mode called Warpath. And the only demon that you had access to was the Revenant. And when I mean demon, you basically get a power up within the game. Like a demon token drops, and the first guy to get to it and pick it up will then become the demon. Obviously, once the demon, you just lay waste to everything in your way. The weapons you had access to were the rocket launcher, the plasma rifle, the super shotgun, vortex rifle, static rifle, heavy assault rifle, which was crap, and the lightning gun, which was even crapper. So some decent weapons on show, but in terms of balancing, there's certainly a few nigglies in the weapons, because yeah, some of them were just pretty much useless. They're like potato guns. Then in terms of equipment, all you had was your frag grenades, your personal teleporter, and your siphon grenade. Personal teleporter was pretty interesting. I tried it out, but it's definitely the one item that takes the longest to get the hang of. So I pretty much stuck with the frag grenades through my playthrough. Now, it's very interesting because you actually can equip a primary and a secondary. But unlike traditional games where your primary is like an assault rifle and your secondary is like a pistol or a submachine gun, you can basically have two primaries at once that you can switch between almost instantly. So it allows you to, in terms of like softening your opponents, you can use something long range, and then as you get closer to someone, you can quickly snap out to your super shotgun or your rocket launcher. By the end, they've already lost half their health because you've been using like a long range plasma rifle. So it's interesting. It's a little bit different to most multiplayer games. Obviously, it's gone back to the old style of multiplayer shooters. For those that played the likes of Quake 3 Arena and Unreal Tournament, it's certainly more of an arena-based shooter, which is great. I mean, like, we've got so many corridor shooters these days, the likes of Call of Duty and Counter-Strike. It's nice to have that frantic Twitch gameplay back, reminiscent of the old days. It is not as quick as Quake 3 or Unreal Tournament. I'd say it's about 20-25% slower than those games, even more slower on consoles apparently, obviously without the mouse. The gameplay is slightly less intense. And it's all locked at 60 frames a second. I did have a little bit of stuttering when I played. For the most part, it was 55 to 60 frames and thereabout. But and I think that's just because it's in beta and there's some issues they're working out. But I'm pretty confident that with the final version, it's going to be locked at 60 frames a second. The game does look good. It's certainly a good looking game. It's got some amazing particle effects, and I mean the weapons feel really powerful and chunky. My personal favorite was probably the rocket launcher. The area damage is just amazing. So I enjoyed using the rocket launcher. Overall, my experience with it was good. I to be honest, I enjoyed it. I think they're on the right track. I know it got a very mixed reception from a lot of people that played the closed beta. A lot of people mentioned that the closed beta had changed quite substantially from the alpha, which was interesting to hear. So, and a lot of people said not for the beta. So I never played the alpha. I'm not too sure what they mean, but I'm hoping they're not going in the wrong direction and that the final version will be solid. But like I said, from what I played in the beta, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's definitely going to be one of those more popular multiplayer shooters that doesn't die out over the first month like your Battlefronts of the world. So I'm looking forward to playing the final version and having a full selection, or having full access to all the maps and all the different demons. The demon upgrades is probably the most unique thing about it, and like I said, how it works is you get a notification that there's like a demon token about to drop randomly on the map. Then it's literally the first guy that gets to it Once you become the demon, it's time based. I think you've got about 60 seconds to lay waste to whatever you can. However, you can die in that time if you get taken out. It's obviously they're very much tank characters, so they're hard to take down, but you know they can be taken down if you know what you're doing. But it was very cool. Balancing, like I said, is a bit iffy. Some of the weapons are just complete schlock, and I literally stuck to one or two of the weapons because I found the other ones completely useless. So I think balancing, they have their work cut out for them, and I'm hoping they get that sorted out before the final version comes out. But all in all, I have to say that I did enjoy the beta, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone that's a fan of the old classic arena type shooters. I think that they're definitely going to get a good few hours out of it. You know, there's also customization of your character and weapons similar to that, like what you're seeing in Call of Duty. You can change out, you know, your skins on your guns and your armor. You know, you can weather it if you want. You know, like there's a whole bunch of cool customization options, which I think is pretty much the standard now in any multiplayer shooter. So it's cool that they put that in there. But yeah, let's see how the final version shapes up, and I'm looking forward to getting my hands on it. And I hope you enjoy this little quick preview on just my thoughts on the closed beta. And I'm sure there will be an open beta around the corner. I will double check the dates for you if they have been announced and leave them in the description. And if you did play the beta, let me know what you think of the game thus far in the comments. If you haven't played the beta and you just watched videos similar to this and a bit of gameplay, let me know what you think of the game thus far and whether or not you want to be picking it up day one. Cool, guys. Well, thanks for listening, and definitely subscribe for more Doom videos coming at you, and I will chat to y'all soon. Bye-bye.